Welcome back to Slothbox. I'm Lyndon Dixon, and this is the review show where we're talking about the biggest and best boxing in the weekend just gone. Now, some big boxing. We had the Munguia Ryder fight, and Munguia stopped Ryder late on. Then we had the whole Lewis Crocker against Jose Felix card out in Belfast. And then we had the smallish Queensberry show where Casey Kadimi headlined that fighting for the IBO world title at his weight. We'll start with that one. A bit disappointing for Kadimi. It was a massive step-up fight, sort of just slightly out of his reach, and I feel like that's a fight that he's really going to learn from. He lost that one on points, and yeah, there's no shame in how he fought, but just wasn't his night there on that Queensberry show. Then, the little affair of the huge card of Lewis Crocker against Jose Felix out in Belfast. We'll start from the bottom up. Now, Giorgio Visioli, that was his second fight on Saturday, and both of his fights he's won by knockout, and he's won with the same punch. That lovely short left hook that's just swept over and caught the other guy napping. And if you haven't seen the knockout already, go watch them both of his fights. He looks like he's going to be a real talent. Like, this year is going to be the year where you start to hear his name a lot more. Some memorable performances, yes, against lesser people, but you know, putting in those building blocks to get to where he needs to be. Then elsewhere on the card, Paddy Donovan won. He got another stoppage win. Like I said in the preview, he's going to have a really big year this year in 2024. But Clarke against Tommy McCarthy, I said that's going to be the one to watch. And it was. Clarke did what I thought he would do. He put on a masterclass. He got down and dirty. He boxed off the back foot. He got in close. He did everything you needed to do. And it was beautiful. It was messy at times. It was punch perfect at times. But the way he finished him, those 3 right hooks to the body, I'm surprised Tommy McCarthy took 3. I mean, he was still up. The ref jumped in and stopped him. They were menacing punches from Clarke. And it begs the question, what on earth is he going to do next? Because he's supposed to be mandatory for the British, for Isaac Chamberlain's title at cruiserweight. But Isaac Chamberlain and Boxer, they're looking to do something else. I mean, there's talks of Dow Riley fighting him next. There's a couple others. But Clarke's name's rarely mentioned in that conversation, even though it's the mandatory. Again, boxing politics, the shittest thing about the sport. But be interesting to see what he does next regardless. I mean, could he go for that British title? Could he force his way in? Could he go for the international route? Do you know what I mean? Fight a bigger name. But how long will he be? Will we see him out 4 or 5 times this year? Or maybe only twice? Because he's getting older now. He's still a prospect, but, you know, he took the Olympic route. And, yeah, so he's slightly older. But so I should think that they'd want to hurry his career along, especially after that performance against McCarthy. I mean, McCarthy is a fringe world-level boxer for most of his career. And Clarke just got rid of him like it was easy. And that's no disrespect to McCarthy. He's a great boxer, but Clarke just did the business. And it was beautiful to see. But the main event on the card, Lewis Crocker against Jose Felix. Now, the title it was supposed to be for wasn't sanctioned because Lewis Crocker missed the weight. At his check weight, he was off. And the British Boxing Board of Control deemed it to be too unsafe for him to try and make the weight. Which is fair enough. But a big shame, really. I think he was like 3 pounds over, which is very big considering Jose Felix was actually... He's not natural at this weight. He was coming up. So, yeah, the power was on show. And it was a great show. I think he put him down, 4 times? And the 4th being the final one. It was a beautiful shot. If you haven't seen it, go and see it already. But, yeah, like I said in the preview, Lewis Crocker is going to have an exceptional year. Because who does he fight next? Who does he fight next? You tell me. Does he go for a more British-known fighter, Avanesian? Maybe get that for the European if they could. Do they fight someone a bit more higher up in the world rankings, like a Sulema Sissoko or a Santillan? Or do they just go for something massive that we wouldn't expect, like a Boots Ennis or Alexis Rocha? I can't say his name properly. But either way, Lewis Crocker is... I don't think anyone could have predicted how big this year is going to be for him. I mean, in December, we're going to be saying how he's one of the British Boxers of the Year. Mark my words, I'm going to clip this up. Lewis Crocker is going to be one of the British Boxers of the Year. And he's going to be in some entertaining fights because I feel like he'll say yes to anything. And I feel like fighters that are looking to take that fight with him will see him as a massive underdog. But I don't believe he will be in most of those fights. I mean, other than the top couple in the welterweight division, I think he's got a chance with any of them. Honestly, I really, really do. But so, like I say, great performance from Lewis Crocker. But on that card out in Phoenix, I think, yeah, in Phoenix in America, John Ryder stepped into the Lion's Den and fought Jaime Munguia. Now, it wasn't the performance I was expecting. I thought it would have gone to the judges' scorecards, but it never. Ryder didn't really look himself in there, and I mean that is another boxing cliche that I hate to hear. But he didn't. He didn't look. I'm not saying that he had any excuses, but he didn't look the usual John Ryder we're used to seeing. That's what I'm trying to say. I mean, you look at the guy that stepped in there and fought Canelo. Canelo can even put him out of his misery in that fight, whereas Munguia did. And I think that's more props to Munguia. He came there, he knew how tough Ryder was going to be, so he took that away from him from the very first bell. I mean, Ryder looked game for most of the fight, but he took way too many hurtful shots in that fight, and I think that's why Munguia no doubt stopped him in round 9. Now, what do we do with Munguia? Caleb Plant, Edgar Berlanga, Benavidez even. That'd be a great, great fight. But either way, I feel like the Ryder win's so good for so many things because Ryder's a great name to have on your resume. Canelo couldn't even stop him, but you did. That's a great thing to say. You've given Ryder, I think, only his 3rd career loss. Yeah, I think so. I think that's only his 3rd. But either way, Ryder, great name in the middleweight division. You've just added him to your resume. Excuse me. Now, you've got those names that I just said. So they're thinking, okay, you beat Ryder. What else do you have? Did you see the arena that Munguia was in? It looked nearly sold out. There was so many people there just to see him. The card didn't really look that good, I'll be completely honest, but he's clearly got a huge fan base. And if you're a lesser-known fighter that's looking to make their name, like a Berlanga, this guy's going to sell some tickets for you and give you a great fight. And if you beat him, your name will move up a couple of ranks. So take the Munguia fight. But Munguia, he's there. He's coming for it all. I'm really excited. It was a great performance for him. He did everything right. He fought on the inside quite nicely when the ref let them. And yeah, just those shots that he caught Ryder with. I don't think Ryder was expecting that too much. I'll be completely honest. I mean, obviously he'll decide, not me. But I don't think Ryder would have gone in there expecting such a hurtful performance from Munguia. So who does he fight next? Comment down below. Caleb Plant, Berlanga, Benavidez, or will he just shock us all and fight Canelo straight away? Will Canelo pick him out of the rest of the pack? Now, a lovely weekend of boxing yet again. We're being treated to some nice fights this year already. I'm loving it. We've got some huge fights coming up as well. But look out for them in next week's preview show. Take it easy. Stay safe. I've been Lyndon Dixon. Comment down below what you think. Who should Munguia fight next? How far do you think Crocker can go this year? And what's next for Chef Clarke? Comment down below. Let me know what you think. Have I been waffling? Or do you agree with me? Like, subscribe, take it easy, stay safe, and we'll see you on the next one. Cheers.